Yeah, I mean, hey, it's just one of those games, you know. I think Northern Illinois came in here and competed really, really well, and for a while there, they were uh, beating us to some 50-50s and making plays, and um, but fortunately, in the second half, we kind of settled down and took great care of the ball, and were really efficient on the offensive end. I thought we were playing some good stretches of defense there, but again, we couldn't come up with those loose balls around the rim, and they're doing a good job of being very opportunistic and grabbing them and getting and ones and keeping it close because our offense was really clicking there in the second half.
Coach, what can you say about Ben Gregg tonight? Obviously a lot more aggressive than we've seen him lately. He got a little bit more run. Just what did you see out of him tonight, especially on offense?
Oh, he was really, really good. He made a huge difference tonight. The three guys that came off the bench were huge tonight: Hunter, Ben, and Malachi, and really saved us. And that's what we need. You know, when you come in, we talked earlier before the game about, hey, you guys coming off the bench, you got to change the dynamic when you come in. I thought actually all three of those guys did a real good job with that. But yep, Ben was assertive and making plays, and you know, we needed every one of them tonight.
Has his level of play kind of been there since Portland in your mind, even in practices? And,
I mean, it's kind of the rest of the guys. It's been up. When it's up, it's good. When it's not so good. So today was one of those games when it was good. So, you know, and he's had a couple like you mentioned down in Portland, but there's been some others that hasn't been quite as good. So it's kind of the story of this team.
What do you think first half? Just watching it.
Again, I thought we played really, really good defense there in the first 10 minutes, and we're stringing together some stops, but we're just a little rushed and settled on offense, and kind of made it, you know, for kind of a mucked up game a little bit. It was kind of we were taking shots on their terms, not on ours, and then when we did get going there, you know, we took the foot off the pedal on defense for sure because those two guards got going, and you know, Williams really made us play in the first half and really kept them in it.
what has Hunter done to warrant some more minutes? I think the 30 tonight was career high. Is it mostly the defensive side or kind of both sides right now?
Yeah, no, you know, it's what you see. He's playing great defense. He's bringing energy. You know, our level kind of goes up. He's making plays. He's kind of making the right reads on the ball screens and distributing the ball when he needs to, finishing when he needs to, and he's doing a lot of good things.
Coach, after Malachi didn't have maybe his best game last game, he comes out today, shoots 4 of 6 from 3, someone you're going to need, especially heading into a big matchup on Saturday. Just what can you say about him right now?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, when Malachi, it's interesting. It's just you're just kind of rolling the dice with which one of these guys is going to play good in these games, you know, and so it's hard to kind of predict, to be honest with you. So we just kind of wait to see who it is. And like I said, fortunately for us, Malachi and Hunter and Ben gave us something tonight, and Julian's been sick, or got sick, you know, late last night. So we knew it was going to be tough for him, but you know, again, if we can get some consistency out of those guys, it'll make the minute distribution a lot easier. But right now, it's been kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. But we needed everything out of him tonight, and we certainly need everything we can get out of him on Saturday.
Not throwing it out as an excuse, but finals week always seems to be a crapshoot.
Yeah, it just lends itself to just kind of. And again, look, we've been through a lot here, and so you know, I mean, I think Northern Illinois, they had 11 or 12 days off. I think they clearly did a good job from the tape we were watching. It really defensively came out. We're really, you know, in the gaps, and we're making plays and kind of jamming some stuff, and then offensively we're moving the ball much, much better and moving and cutting, and so they did a nice job with those, you know, the 12 days they had off.
This Alabama team you guys play Saturday, there's obviously a few returners from last year. They have a few really good freshmen too. How do they look on tape?
They look great.
Yeah.
They look great. I watched the Houston game, and I mean, Houston's something, you know, with just how hard they play, how physical they are, and to go into Houston and knock them off. And, you know, I got to see them against Carolina down in the PK 85. I mean, they have incredible talent and length, but then they have some guards that can really make good decisions and you know, kind of manipulate all the right reads with their ball screen action, and they're good. They're definitely a top 1, 2, or 3 team.
Time for 2 more.
That dunk attempt there in the second half.
Man, I'm waiting for my first in-game dunk. I got us pretty excited, but he was hustling behind me and got a piece of it. But you know, I was able to get it put back and end up with the 2 points. So all that matters.
What did it mean to kind of go? I think it was a 5-0 personal run through there. Was it just kind of bringing some energy at a time when you guys needed it?
Yeah, that's what I try to do every time I go out on the floor. Just kind of bring energy. These guys are tired, so it's kind of give a little breath of fresh air whenever I can, and pick the energy up for sure.
Drew, how much did the bench give you to look today, those 3 guys?
It was huge. We couldn't score the damn ball. I mean, to put it bluntly, I mean, obviously we have a bunch of guys going through some things, but you know, Mally and Ben really rose to the occasion, especially in the second half, because we just needed someone to put the ball in the hole, and it was huge to just lift us up. And the energy Ben brought, even his rebounding was huge for us, and something that I think kind of helped us just pull away, because their record might not reflect it, but they're a scrappy team, so it was big.
Ben, you seemed a lot more aggressive tonight. Obviously, coming into this game, probably a game where you were going to get some more minutes and more opportunity. Was that kind of your mindset heading in, that you wanted to be aggressive on offense tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about scoring or whatever, how many points I was going to have, you know. Like I said, I know my role, and my role is to bring the energy whenever I can, and today was scoring, which was great, but that's not what I was really focused on, just playing as hard as I can every possession.
Drew, what did you think first half, especially there, you kind of get away and they come back, kind of kept up till the middle of the second, but finally kind of broke the dam there to expand that lead?
I think we were a little immature today. I think in the big time games we've shown a lot of maturity, you know, whether it was like the Baylor game or the Kentucky game. Like we've been progressing and just like building on stuff, and today we kind of took a step back, I thought. But like that, you can't be perfect every game, and it happens. And I mean, a lot of people, you know, are obviously going to talk about that and want to just keep crapping on us, but you know, we're young, we're figuring things out, so it's going to be a roller coaster. So nothing wrong with going down and then going back up.
8 of 9 on free throws for you tonight. Have you been working on that quite a bit last week?
I was very excited about it. That's what I was looking at. I have a lot of choice words about that, but I'm very excited because a lot of them have felt good, and something I've been working on a lot. And, you know, maybe sometimes I just, like, need to just show, like, the rim some more love or something. I don't know, but, like, they went today, so I loved it. I loved it.
I think we asked you about Ben at the PK 85. What have you seen from him the last few weeks? Does he look like a more confident player right now?
He looks like how he does in practice, finally, in a freaking game. Like I said, I think I said it last week, this dude's been cooking and killing in practice, and it's, like, awesome. Like, you want to cook me and Pon and all these guys, but you don't want to do it to other people? Like, the hell? So I can't be happier for him just to get the opportunity and seize the moment, and he gives something to this team that we need, is this extra spark and boost, and it's huge. And it's, I think, just his confidence is finally starting to show for all of y'all, which is awesome because we've been seeing it, but it's great to see that. It's great for, like, y'all to be able to see it as well, and, like, it's what we expect from him. He's a big-time player, big-time recruit, and this is what he needs to do every game.
I asked Mark about it. It seems like over the years here at Finals Week, kind of hit or miss how you guys play. What's your guys' feeling on is it hard to play? You know, you got tests. I don't know. Do you have tests? I don't know.
He has a ton of tests.
Let's just say a lot of stuff that is on my plate is self-inflicted right now. we're on the road a lot, and I was not the most proactive. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of schoolwork lately, more than I'd like, but got to get it done. It's bottom line industry.
How about you, man?
Go ahead, Jim.
I mean, yeah, we're used to having a big old student section, but you know, obviously kids are studying and doing all that stuff. So I mean, it just kind of was a different feel for us having to bring our own energy, which was important, a big step we needed to take. But yeah, it's gonna be a hectic week for sure.
Drew, heading into Saturday, obviously last year in Seattle, probably a bitter taste in your mouth. You guys were down 4 when you had that massive block there at the end of the game, and then they kind of put you guys away with Davison and Shackelford. Those guys aren't there anymore. What's it going to take for you guys on Saturday against a very good Alabama team?
It's going to take a hell of an effort. They're a really good team. I mean, we saw what they did to North Carolina, and then I'm pretty sure all of us saw what they went into Houston and did. I mean, they're a great team, and yeah, those guys are gone, but they kind of just reloaded, and they have the new guys and a lot of returners. So it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to take a lot. It might take a little luck. Who knows? But if we play like we're capable of playing and we take that mature approach that I alluded to earlier, I think we can more than hold our own.
Drew, did you retire those red shoes?
I was so sad to put them down. It's like putting your dog down. I mean, the amount of buckets I've got in those, like that's why I couldn't give them away. But my mom and agent have just been hounding me like for the past 3 weeks about it. And I finally said I'll put them away. And I haven't had a proper funeral service yet, but I might get a little emotional later tonight putting those down because those are definitely going in the Hall of Fame.
How many games did you support those babies? Let's get back to last.
Yeah, like all last year, I don't know. They got a special place in my heart, and I didn't want to give them up. I thought they had a game or two left, but mom wasn't playing with me on that one, so had to put them away.
Drew, what about Hunter's play the last few games? I think his 30 minutes tonight were a career high. Is he kind of coming along just like Ben right now?
What I copy and paste what I said for Ben to Hunter. I mean, both those guys have been huge. Especially what Hunter brings to the table, just his defense, his hands, his tenacity. Like, those are all stuff that he does all the time, and you can just see him getting more and more confident and comfortable. And even his confidence just to take open threes and stuff. Like, it's huge for us. He's getting downhill, making the right reads. Like, you can just see he's finally getting more comfortable and confident, and it's huge when you have guys like him and Ben and Mally that really come in and can alter the game.
For 2 more?
Drew, you passed Ronnie Terry off on Hughes all-time scoring list. For you personally, what does it mean to keep climbing up the record books in program history while winning a bunch of games on top of it?
It's super cool to see that stuff on Twitter. Obviously, there's been a hell of a bunch of players that have come through here and had an awesome impact. But at the end of the day, we just have to win. And like today, I scored 20-something. Like, that's cool, and it moved me up. But, I mean, as long as we win, that's all I really care about. But obviously, it's super cool, and it's something that I won't be able to really enjoy until I'm done here.
What was it like at halftime, after the first half, but then getting back within 6? Was it quiet? Was there paint getting peeled?
No, I mean, it was just like really? Like, we're really doing this? And, you know, it just was immature, and it was the wrong approach, and we're better than that. And it was more of it's like when your parents get mad at you, but they're not mad, they're disappointed, and it just hurts a little more, you know? So, yeah. This guy really took the message to heart and stepped up in the second half. So, you know, just we were like, we're way better than this. This is not fair to us. It's not fair to the fans that came here to support us. We have to do better, and we have to hold ourselves to a standard no matter who we play, and we didn't do that in the first half. I thought we responded well, but it shouldn't have got to that, and it's something that we know is not okay and something that we better correct because this performance will not fly against Alabama.